Here we are. Day two of trying to get to 1000 elo on chess.com. Yesterday, if you were here, we had a one win, one loss streak. Looks like we ended up completely even, still with a peak of 771, still with a 30-day rate range of 57. And before we get into the first rapid game, I actually had a bullet game that I was playing. I've been playing Blitz and Bullet, obviously not while I'm trying to record these games, just so I can get some chess practice in. And I had a game that I was pretty proud of that I'd like to actually game review. As you can see there, it was a win. Maybe I'll share some losses if I thought it was enough. But this guy even got a brilliant move. He even got a brilliant move on me, and yeah, let's just go through because I was really proud of how I played this. So he started off pawn, and I actually really like this. I think this is the Scandinavian defense. I really like meeting that move, that pawn move with this pawn move. I just feel really comfortable sending the queen out early. I know as I get higher up in the ladder, probably not the best move, but so far I feel comfortable with it. And right here, I'm actually super proud I remembered this. Actually, the best move in this position, I think, is, yeah, the bishop coming out early. Typically, what I would do is I would block it in right away, and clearly that's just, look at what the evo bar does. It's just horrible. It gives him way too much momentum early on. So I remember to bring the bishop out early. He sends his bishop out. So I just played this move here, freeing up this bishop, and you're about to see why I'm really trying to force that one out. He sent the Clydesdale to the slaughter. He just sent it right out to the middle of nowhere, thinking that if I take, then it's a blunder because then I can lose that. However, I didn't do that. I instead defended the queen, which the computer doesn't like at all. But to me, it made sense. And basically, what I calculated in my mind was he couldn't take that. He couldn't take that because if he takes that and I take that, then it's just a check. So couldn't do that. And my thought process was very simple. If he just autopilots taking this knight here, which actually happens in the game, and I take back, my king, I don't have to castle short. I can actually castle long. Or, worst case scenario, I could just move the king up. If I put the king here, I felt like this was pretty safe, all things considered. So I didn't think it was that bad of a position. So, anyways, he hops the knight in, autopilots it. Then he puts the bishop here, and I go, I got to be winning here somehow. This is in my mind. I went, okay, look. At the end of everything, this is what I thought. I thought if I take the bishop and he takes the queen and I take his queen, there's no queens on the board and this pawn should die. That was my thought process. And so I move my knight out. He attacks my bishop and I said, well, time to do it. Bishop, queen, he puts the knight out. Now I see there's a free pawn in the middle of the board and this pawn is still free. So I thought that was pretty good. He goes to defend it, and I went, one pawn and one rook is 6 points. A knight and a bishop, 6 points. We're evening it down. I still have rights to castle. At least, at the very least, I could do is open up the position, and then I would have more pawns over here, because obviously the point is to kill this pawn here. So I sent it, and the computer loves it. Computer thought that was excellent. So now it says I'm up 4 points of material. He castles. I castle long. And I just figured that if I had the king here on this side and I have a pawn majority here, I could use the king to help walk these pawns up the top and promote. Now he puts the rook there, and I just sent the rook into the game. I figured I could just defend the bishop and call it a day. And obviously, all these moves, like these moves were played really quick. I mean, we were playing 1-1, so I was gaining a second every time. But still, there's only a minute on the clock. So finding all those moves, I was pretty happy with it. And now I'm just looking to go into rapid now. That kind of inspired me. I got my coffee here. Just some black coffee. All right, let's get into the first rapid game. White pieces. I'm going to start with d4. Oh, so fun fact. I actually had someone point this out to me. in the last video, I had said that if I move the knight here, I'm defending the pawn. But actually, it's a double defense because if he goes here, I still have the queen defending this one. For some reason, it never clicked that the queen is just defending the pawn out in the opening, but it is. So we're gonna go here. I don't really know what his strategy is. I don't really understand what he's trying to control. He's got something on this square. So maybe I bring the bishop out to try to stop that. Because if he goes, I can drop it back, and then he could push this again. So where am I going with this afterwards is the question. Probably should have pushed this so I could drop it back. Is there anything I can do to him to force him to do something? I could take with the knight, and he could take, which opens his rook, which I don't think I want to do. I think I'm actually forced to do this. I think I want to do this right now. I think I just want to get a spot for this bishop to go when he pushes. I'd still like to close up this position too, so that the king can't get checked with anything, although he doesn't really have anything to check it with. For some reason, I feel like playing more aggressively here is the play. I feel like this would have been passive, because if he pushes the pawn and attacks the knight, I can take back the knight, but he would just have control over this, and I don't really want to open that up. Now, I think I'm going to leave that there. I think I'm going to bring the queen up. Because if he takes, I can bring the knight out. And if he pushes the pawn, I can bring the knight out here and control a lot of stuff. That's my plan. I should get better at drawing these arrows, but basically if he takes and I take and he pushes, I'm thinking about going here, and he can't really do anything. So I guess he sees this. I don't really know what else the plan is. But if I just go like that, I think that just stops that point blank period. So no pieces have been taken yet, actually, which is interesting. So I guess he just wants to push the pawn off the board. I could push this pawn up, but I'm actually thinking about this, because he can't go here because of this. Can't go here because of this. Well, he could, but and then he's attacking my knight. It's not really in any danger. How do I create some momentum here? I don't actually know how I want to. Maybe this? Maybe I just start opening up the other side of the board. I guess he's just going to squeeze my. Kind of getting squeezed here. I got to come up with something here. I need some counterplay, but I don't really know what I have. He's going to take that with his queen. I don't really know where I'm going to go. I guess he can't really do much right now. So I guess if he takes that back, it's not good for him. He keeps it closed. Ooh, look at this. Look at this move here. Okay. Maybe the queen can get out of the position. Good. These are the positions I find the hardest to play in when the entire board is locked up. So I need to open it up. I need to open something up. I have a hard time navigating the environment. I don't know why he wants to keep the position closed so much. It's got to be something that I just don't understand. My immediate thought is to autopilot the knight here, but then queen takes, and it really just doesn't achieve me much of anything. I could go queen. I could move my queen up and attack the rook in the corner and defend the pawn. Okay, that's a good move. So I don't see a way he attacks the queen right away. And if he moves this, if he moves here, I was going to say if he moves over, it could be a free pawn, but he actually didn't go that way. I can't, there's not really a place to, I can't go here to go here. It's going to take too long. I can't go here to go here. I can't go there to go there or there. So that's not really too helpful. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. I don't really know how to make progress. All right, I'm going to send that pawn out to the slaughter with an idea of getting a place. Ugh. That was rough. Just autopilot it, didn't even think about it. Okay. Hold on. No. Take. All right, hold on. We still have a game here. It's a ball game. Because now I'm actually starting to cause some problems here. He's trying to castle. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. All right, now what could he do? What is he threatening in this position? What is he actually doing? Where can he go with this? Here doesn't really do much. Here attacks, well, he can't because of the rook. Here, but I could just drop this back and that defends that. So really it's not even, so I should just start trading down pieces. And he can't take back with the knight. Okay. I really need to get the rest of the pieces into the game. And keeping this rook on the outside file is really important. Because if he goes here, I need to go here. I need to drop back to defend. I don't really know what that does. I don't know what his plan is. I could go here with the idea to check him here and just take his lunch money. Just take everything he owns. Hmm. Could I go here with attempting to move him here to go here? And if that goes... Well, my queen is hanging, so I got to do something with it. I guess this is fine. And if he goes here, that would just lose a rook. So he can't do that. If I go here, he goes here, I can check and win it. So I guess if he doesn't do anything too crazy, I could... See, I still think this works. I can go check. And he just doesn't take it. But doesn't that mean I could just check? Do I trade the queen? I have to. But now this is in peril, so I have to move it somewhere. I don't want to pin it, because if I go here, he's going to move rook down here. I think I'm going to go here to stop the knight from doing too much, which means he would have to go back. Now, what's stopping me from just like start pushing pawns? Because if I get this pawn here and he takes, it's not good. Yeah, see, that can't be. If I go here, I am low on time. This is the one. This is the problem. If I go check, he has to take here. I take back. Still check. I can move my bishop out of the way. Yep. Still check. Still can't take the bishop. And now I can just move the bishop somewhere just to get it out of the way. And then I could just start. Oh, almost did that. Can't do that. Let's just play it like this. Let's move the rook all the way up to the end of the board. Let's go here. Let's just. Should have double moved. I sacrificed the bishop to hopefully get more pawns up the board. One here. I don't think he's in time. Check. Check. Move. Check. 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 Ooh, check. There is no more checks. Oh, check. 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 Here we go. All right, we're cooking. There's got to be a checkmate in here somewhere. All right, there's got to be something. All right, excellent. All right, let's play the review. Let's see what we could have done differently. Okay. 1,300. Wow. Okay, the computer thought I was playing out of my mind. Okay. Good. 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 Yeah, right. Get the bishop out of the way. Move the knight out of the way. I couldn't understand that move for the life of me. I get this. It wanted me to push the pawn first so that the knight didn't block the development. So it wants me to stop taking space right away, which, I mean, I guess that would have stopped a lot of my queen problems that I had. Like this, for example. It still wants me to do that. I mean, I guess it wasn't too bad. Neither of us saw that the knight was hanging. You guys probably saw that immediately. And then he blocked it off. So I got the knight back out. Mm. Yeah, I guess he could have went knight, knight, queen. Yep, that's what happened. It's a pretty sick move. They say inaccuracy. That's a pretty sick move, I think. Yeah, and he didn't take it. Uh, that was just an like crazy exchange there. Getting the queen, promoting knight, good. Why there? But what is it? Yeah, that's insane. If I would have found that in the game, my goodness. But I didn't. Be up a rook with a check. Yeah, I just wanted to simplify the game and get it over with. Yeah, check's fine. Right. Yep. Okay. So moving, just getting the rook out of the way was the best play. And I just said here, the bishop cannot be worth it. I mean, I'm sure it is, but the bishop just could not be worth it versus this. Now, I get if I go here, I could take the knight if it takes it, but it still takes the bishop. And I'd still have to move this rook, so I wanted to promote this one if I could. Just trade all the pawns away, queen, and then... I mean, if I would have stalemated, I probably would have just called it a day. All right, we'll play one more. We'll play one more new 10-minute rapid. See if we can white pieces again. I guess we'll go here. They're already thinking really hard in the opening here. Okay, what is the goal of that move? To go here. How do I stop that? Here. Defends it. Here, here. I could pin it, but then pin. I actually don't think that works out in my favor. If I pin here, he pushes, I take, he takes. I think his queen is just super active. I don't think it's worth it. Although with him pushing that now, it might be worth it because that's super weakening of his structure. Do I move the piece 2 times in a row? Probably not. But he wants the castle this way. So I think I should start, yep, I should just start sending pawns that way. I don't think it can be bad. It's not defended. Can I go here and let go of... Hold on. It gets my queen into the board if I need to. I can put... But doesn't that just lose? Am I missing something? Yeah, but like, I'm up a piece. And if I wanted to, I could just I could just come get it, I mean. No, I misclicked. I literally misclicked. Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. And he defends it. And if I castle, I just lose this pawn. Might as well push it. Wow, I just threw a nice game away. That would have been a really nice game for me. I just threw that away. Well, see if we can push through on this. Oh. All right. I'm gonna lose one of my pieces. Do I want to lose a bishop or a knight? Because if I come back here, I can defend my knight by just coming back. He can't keep letting me get away with this. Right, and I saw that. How the game has any potential of me still being in it is insane to me. Let's see. Does he take? Doesn't take. That's good. How he's only up 3 points is insane to me. I should have just taken the win while I had it for the other game, queuing up another. So this doesn't work. Maybe he plans to go there, to which I can meet it with this. That still means he can go. Well, he can't. I got that. But if I go here, it's still the same. It's still the same thing. I don't really know how to make progress in this position. I can go here. He's attacking the rook. But what if I go... Okay. Because if he goes here, I can go here. And then if he goes there, just can't be good. I just don't think it's good. Me trying to hit this. Doesn't that mean I can check? If he comes down, I can check. Is this not... I gotta get this rook into the game. Which, I mean, I could... No, I can't go there. Hmm. I have a lot of pawns, but I'm not in a great position. Do I sack the bishop, sack the rook? He takes. He's too close to promoting. That can't be good. I guess I gotta go here. Hmm. I gotta find a place. I really just got to catch a break and start pushing him up. Okay. Maybe this will end in a draw. We can just draw it. Didn't like that idea. He did not like that idea. Check. That bishop is killing me. What if I go here? Maybe he'll autopilot this. I don't know. I don't really see any hope of me winning this game. If I go here, he just takes it with a bishop. At one point, this was winning after the queen blunder, but I don't know. Hmm. I gotta start moving these pieces. And that wins the game. He didn't see it. That won the game. That can't be good. Maybe he goes back. He can just, yeah, he found it. There is a possibility that he messes this up. It's not a high likelihood, but yep. It was such a nice game. It was such a nice game until I mouse slipped my queen. Yeah, brutal. We were cooking. We were crushing it, right? And then, look. 4.5 evaluation. We fought back right around here. He just, right there. Oh, doubled up the rooks on a single file. At some point, it had to have been. It was just tough from the rest of the games. Well, you win some, you lose some. Had that nice bullet game to start us off. Had a really nice first game. That second game was brutal, man. But I think that's going to be it. While you're on a tilt, I don't think you should try to push. If you guys are wanting to see the rest of the series, then stick around. If not, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.